Welcome back, Millionaire Mindset podcast. This is my very first episode in English. And many people ask me why. Why, Matteo? Why suddenly you made this change? Well, it was sudden maybe for you, but for me it was not. I've been thinking about it for a long time, and I will tell you why in this episode, and maybe it will inspire you to build something bigger, to dream bigger in your business and in your life. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Matteo Pittaluga. I own, together with my business partner, Fabio Gallerani, we have one of the largest coaching and consulting company in the field of marketing. We operate with millionaire companies, even billionaire. We help entrepreneurs who are getting started to get the first sales, acquire the first customers. We have different people, but we are specialized in marketing, automation, and sales. So this is what we do. We have one of the largest coaching and consulting company in this field in Italy and Europe, but now it was time to expand, to be bigger. And I want to start with this thinking. When I was younger and I was in my city, I always knew I was bigger than that. My city, Genova in Italy, it's a big city actually, but it's a city with old people, old mentality. I remember I was going to the city center on Saturday night, 2 a.m., everything was closed. 2 a.m. on Sunday, empty. Shops are closed because it's Sunday. So Sunday we need to rest. But you are in a big city full of tourists, people who come with the money. Most of the shops were closed on Sunday. Nothing to do. It was just a fucking boring city. So I knew since the beginning, since when I was a teenager, I knew it was not the place for me. Because I could see myself in a city like Miami. I don't know. Back in the days, we were dreaming about America, but now the dream is Dubai. We'll get into that. But back in the days, it was Miami or California. So I was dreaming about leaving my city. I've always been like that. And this is the first teaching. This is the first pillar, maybe, of the millionaire mindset, which is the following. If you don't like the place where you are at right now, and I don't mean just the place, I mean also the environment, the people that you have around you, your relationships, maybe even your parents, people who are close to you. If you don't feel that you are in the right place, just get out. Just get out. Because the environment will always be stronger than you. If you take a penguin, I always use this metaphor, if you take a penguin and you put him in the desert, how long do you think he will survive? Maybe a few minutes, maybe a few hours. You take an eagle and you put it underwater, how long do you think will last? Put a lion in the South Pole, in the cold, how long do you think will last? It will freeze to death. So the environment is stronger than you. And if it is with animals, it's also with men and women. It's the same thing. The environment will always be stronger than you. It doesn't matter if you have the right mindset. Even for me, I think I'm a person with a strong mindset, but when I go back home from Dubai, I go back home to Italy, in my city, full of old people, nothing to do. The first day or two, maybe I'm still pumped. I bring that Dubai energy. Or when I was living in Ibiza, imagine, Ibiza, I was running events. We had an event company with my business partner Fabio. We were doing boat parties. So imagine going on a boat full of girls, drinks. It was amazing. The sun, it was beautiful. The best beaches of Ibiza, every day party. And then I go home, the season is over. I go back home to Genova, my city, and there's nothing to do. It was cold. First 2 days, I bring that Ibiza vibe. I even had flowers in my hair like a hippie. And people were thinking I was crazy, but I was somehow contagious because people could feel my energy and they felt a good vibe and they wanted to be around me. But after 2 or 3 days, I go down. And every time I go home, I kind of forget who I am. I forget about the success that I built. I forget about my life in Dubai. And I just go back to the old person I was. And this happens for everyone because the environment is always stronger than you. So take a look around. If you feel you are not in the right place, or if you feel inside you are worth more than that, just go away. Just pack your bags and just leave. Take any destination, but it has to be a place that somehow has to inspire you. I was inspired by Miami. So my first trip, actually the first was to Ireland. I don't know why I was listening to Irish artists, Irish music, and I had this place, Ireland, in my mind. It was the first trip that I took alone. I just booked a hostel for one night and I left Italy to Dublin and I just stayed there 2 months. Just going around, trying to work, trying to do something with my life. I had some savings so I could survive. But that was the first experience of me alone. And then I did the second thing. I booked a trip to Miami, one-way flight, that's it. And I got inside the country. I couldn't work legally. Then I applied to work in Walt Disney World in Florida. So I got a legal job. But it was the same thing. I just took the flight and I just went there without knowing anybody. When you do that, then you are afraid of nothing. Then nothing can scare you. Because if you had the balls to take a flight and just go to the other side of the world without knowing anybody, without knowing even the language, I could barely speak English. And I just went there. I just went there with a big heart and a lot of dreams in my luggage. That's it. So when you do that, nothing can stop you, really. And I really encourage you, especially people here in Dubai, oh my God, kids are spoiled too much, because they grow up, they have 2 or 3 maids, a maid, a nanny, I didn't even know. My nanny was my grandmother, okay? So the help at home was the grandparents. Forget about having 2, 3 maids, food is ready, and plenty of toys. Now here in Dubai, it's crazy. It's all based on entertainment for kids, in my opinion. And it's fun. I approve on that. But sometimes that's even too much because kids, they grow up here in Dubai with a perception of the world that is not even real. I remember the first time my mother gave me the house keys, and that was the sign that you are old enough to go out by yourself. And I was going out in Italy, but in Italy it's dangerous. Like when you walk around at night, especially now, you see on the TV there are rape, aggressions. It's crazy. It's so bad. It's so dangerous to go out on the streets now, especially in the big city. And back in the days, it was not that bad, but still we had some issues. So I had to be careful. But now kids here, they can go out without even thinking. You can leave your wallet there. You can leave your phone around. And this installs you some bad habits. Because all of a sudden, children, but also men and women, they lose a little bit of perception of reality outside Dubai, because here it's safe, you can walk around, no problems. But then you go back to Europe, and when I travel, sometimes I forget. Sometimes I go to a bar or a restaurant, I just leave my phone there and I walk around, I go say hi to my friends and I just leave my wallet there. You can't do it in Europe. So somehow Dubai make you lazy. This is what I think. Dubai makes you lazy. So you have to counterattack that and always stay on top of the game. Always stay sharp. Always stay active with your brain and remember where you come from. This is what I always say to my students. Remember where you come from all the time, even when you are successful. So I want to discuss a little bit of the pillars of the Millionaire Mindset. We are going a little bit everywhere, but this is the first episode, so I just want to discuss what I stand for, basically. So rule number 1 of the Millionaire Mindset, we said, if you don't feel good where you are, just leave. This is the number 1 thing, because the environment will always be stronger than you. Now, the second pillar is make money. Make money how? Because money doesn't grow on tree. Money, you get it from other people. This is a sort of revelation when I understood it, because everybody wants to make money and they think you make money with the crypto, with investment, with those shiny objects. No, money comes from other people only. The best way to make money is to have somebody give you money in exchange for something that is more valuable than money for themselves, for them. Okay, this is the way you make money. You have to give something to somebody who gives you money in exchange because they think what you are offering to them is more valuable than the money. This is how you get paid. So number 1 rule of making money is get paid. How do you get paid? You have 2 ways only. Either you sell your time or you sell your knowledge, or number 3, you sell a product. You create a product, a package, you create something and you sell it. But there's only these 3 ways. Time, knowledge, or you sell a product. That's it. Now, many people get it wrong because they trade time for basically the entire life. They just trade their time. And I was one of them. When I was working as a waiter or as a bartender, I was paid as a waiter maybe 6 or 7 euros an hour. When I was a bartender, it was a bit more because you have more knowledge, but still I was paid by the hour. So I couldn't make more. The only way to make more is to trade more time, and that's not sustainable. So this is good at the beginning when you don't have the skills, because when you trade your time, at least you get paid, and that's job security. When you are a freelancer or an entrepreneur, if you don't get clients, you don't get paid. So at the beginning, when you don't have knowledge, when you don't have skills, it's okay to trade your time for money. This is what everybody has done. Everyone, all the successful people, they started by trading their time. Every single one of them. So it started like that. But then when you trade your time for money, you need to make sure you have at least a couple of hours a day to study, to improve your skills. Because skills pay the bills, not your time. So when you get more skills, then you can make more money. Then you can start becoming a freelancer. Then you can start selling your services or your knowledge. But this is another secret. You have to find one area, only one area of expertise. Because it takes, some people say 10,000 hours. I think 1,000 hours is enough. With 1,000 hours that you invest into something, you become an expert, sort of an expert. Nobody can be an expert, really. It takes years to become a master, but with 1,000 hours, you can become pretty good at anything if you invest 1,000 hours into it. And the mistake many people make is they go everywhere. They do too many things at the same time. I think this is a serious illness. I think it's a sickness that many entrepreneurs or potential entrepreneurs have. They follow too many shining objects. They want to be everywhere because if I become a life coach and then a marketing expert and then a massage therapist and then a personal trainer, then I have more knowledge so I can make more money. No, you don't need to have a lot of knowledge in too many different fields. You need to pick one field and then build knowledge, one single piece of knowledge on top of the other on that specific field. This is how you become an expert. This is how you get paid. And this is why a specialist, let's look at a doctor. A general doctor is paid less than a specialist because a specialist invests more time and more energy to study one single thing. This is why there are expert specialists, maybe surgeons who do only knee. The knee surgeon makes a lot of money, the expert one, because all the football players, all the tennis players, all the best players, they want to go to that doctor because he's the best to heal the knee. This is why a general doctor is paid less than a specialist. Because a specialist is good at doing one thing, so he attracts all the top clients who want to have only that specific thing from the best. This is how you get paid a lot of money, if you are the best in your field. But the only way to be the best is to invest thousands of hours into one thing, only one fucking thing. But we are sick in our mind, we're stupid. And I always tell my students, I became a millionaire because I choose one thing, which is marketing and automation. One fucking thing. Digital marketing. This is my main thing. And for over 10 years, I've been studying only that. Then, of course, I have many hobbies, other interests. I have a lot of things that I like. But when it comes to study and practice, it's been only that. And this is also how you build your reputation. Because if you are known for one thing, then everybody comes to you for that thing. But if you are known for too many things, then nobody will understand who you are. This is also a pillar of brand positioning. I don't want to get too technical with marketing and boring shit, but this is the secret for making money. You have to be known for being one thing. Then, when you choose your area of expertise, you just double down on that. You launch your business, you get paid, and then you reinvest where? Not into crypto, not into bullshit. You reinvest into that business. Another mistake that everyone makes. This is another pillar of the millionaire mindset. Invest into you first, invest into your business first, and then you play around with investments, with crypto, with shitcoin, with gold, with other stuff. But people think that investments will make you rich. Investments are made to protect your wealth and increase your wealth, not to become rich. Investments will never make you rich. Making money will make you rich. Getting paid by clients, having cash flow from a business will make you rich. Why? Because you have money now that you can use, you can protect first, and then you can use to make it increase and make more money. But it takes money to make more money. I see people they have maybe 5,000 euros in their bank account, and they ask me, Matteo, where should I invest? Well, invest in a fucking business. Build a business and put all your money into business. That's it. Or they have maybe 10,000 euros, and when I tell them, look, let's launch some Instagram ads, let's launch some Google ads, let's rebuild your website that is shit and looks like a 1995 video game. You know all the old video games, like Super Mario Bros, the ones, from the 1990s? Those video games are their websites, basically. They look like that. They look like video games. Total crap. And in 2026, you can't have a website that looks like a video game from the 90s, right? So I tell them, look, invest those 10K in a motherfucking good website. Let's build an app. Let's make it your online presence serious. Oh, Matteo, but that's a lot of money. I don't want to invest all that money. I want to find a shit coin. I want to find a new project, a crypto, blockchain, bullshit. And I want to invest there, so I will make money. No. You need to have money to invest. I think you should start investing when you have minimum 100K in your bank account, liquid, 100K dollars or euros, 400K dirhams. Then you can start investing. But before that, the money should go into building a business that gives you a cash flow. Cash, customers who pay you. Then when that business is stable and you can kind of predict the amount of money that are coming in every single month because you have a track record. We have a track record in our company. And we know when it's a good month and when it's a bad month. We know now. We've been around for 10 years. So we know roughly how much we will make. We can predict a little bit how much money we'll make this month and next month because we know we have a track record for 10 years. And we have customers that are recurring. They stay with us for a long time. So we know it's more stable now because we work hard to stabilize the business, to make it stable, to make it secure, to make it running smoothly. And then I started investing. I started investing aggressively only 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I started seriously. I started to buy properties, villas. I started buying crypto more aggressively. I started with the stock market, and I like ETF a lot. But my favorite is crypto. And by crypto, I mean Bitcoin only. I have a theory that says Bitcoin is the best. And if you're not an expert, if you're not a trader, or if you don't want to get involved into trading seriously, just buy Bitcoin. Just buy Bitcoin and hold it. Hold it. It's going to go to 1 million and you will make a lot of money. But in order to make a lot of money, you need to have money available in your bank account. And this is another secret because everybody tell you that money in the bank account is dangerous. Liquid cash is dangerous. Liquid money is dangerous. Don't keep your liquid cash. Don't keep cash. Because inflation and everything, and then everybody want to take your cash. Have you ever noticed it? All these brokers, they tell you, oh, but having too much cash is dangerous. Give it to me. Everybody want to get your cash. They say it's dangerous, but they want to get your cash. You know why? Because cash is king. Trust me, I've been around business for over 10 years. Cash is the fucking king. I only believe in cash in hand. Cash. When I see the money, has to be liquid. By liquid, I mean available right now to be spent. This is the money I like. Not options, stocks, cash. Money that I can have right now. So also the other assets that I like are things that can be sold immediately, quickly. Even watches. I like watches. I'm not a big watch guy, but I like watches because a watch, if it's valuable, you can take it out and sell it right away and get cash in exchange. This is what I like. Crypto is good also because it's very liquid. Crypto is good because, I mean Bitcoin, okay? When I say crypto for also the next episodes, I mean Bitcoin, okay? Because for me, it's the only crypto. The others are shitcoin, but that's another thing. We can debate about that next time. But crypto is also good because Bitcoin, you can sell it Saturday night When the stock market is closed on Saturday. If you place an order, you have to wait until Monday. But crypto, no, it's 24 hours. If I want to sell my Bitcoin now and get cash, I can sell it and get my cash. So this is the type of asset that I like. Real estate is okay. I like real estate. It's very good, I think, real estate. But you need to know where to invest. If you get a good project, it's similar to a watch. Because if you get a good project in a good area that is growing, the perceived value is high, you can sell it quickly if you need the money. But this is the kind of asset that I like to invest. Things that I can liquidate for money quickly and get paid. Because I only believe in cash. Not cash just sitting in the bank account sleeping, because that's a mistake, obviously. If you keep your cash in the bank account thinking the cash is yours, it's not yours, because the bank controls it. So the cash in the bank account is not yours. It doesn't belong to you. It's controlled by the bank, so it's not yours. If you want to take it out, try to withdraw 100,000 euros or 400,000 dirhams today. They will ask you some questions everywhere in the world. And if they have to ask you questions for you to get your cash, it means it's not yours, right? If you have to give explanation. When I try to transfer money to my sister in Italy, they ask me a lot of questions. Why are you transferring the money to another person? It's my sister. Or they gave me a lot of troubles when I tried to send my money from Italy to Dubai. Oh, why are you sending the money from Italy to Dubai? But it's my bank account. I'm transferring money from my bank account to Italy to my bank account to Dubai. No, we need a background check, KYC. KYC, know your customer. What the fuck is KYC? Know your customer. You know your customer, it's me. I'm here in the bank. No, we need to fill out this form. Money is not yours. But we need to work with the system. There's no other way. We can't fight the system. We need to work with the system, understand how it works, but at the same time, be smart and protect your money. Protect your money. So don't keep too much money sitting in the bank account. Use it. Make it circulate. And invest into things that you can liquidate quickly for cash if you ever need the money. This is the best thing you can do. Invest into something that you can sell quickly and get back your money if you need it. This is the best system. Investment should empower you to protect your money and make it grow without you having to work for it. This is the concept of investing. But that's another sport. So another pillar of the Millionaire Mindset is invest wisely. And then, last pillar for today, I think we all should find a sweet spot. What do I mean by that? There's a sweet spot in everything. There's a sweet spot in popularity you can have for your brand. Let's say you are a super famous individual, like a Ronaldo or a Messi. They are on the fame scale, they are a level 10 out of 10. And I think the good spot is to be like a 7 or 8, maybe a 6.5, okay? If you are a 5 or 4 or 3, well, nobody cares about you. You have no reputation. You can't really promote your brand. You can't really sell anything. Now, selling online is the most important thing, or lead generation online is so important. You need to be, everyone should be able to attract clients just by being online. But the only way is to have a strong reputation and to be known online for what you are, for what you do. So if you are on a scale 0 to 10, if you are a 6.57, I think it's good because you are known, you can acquire clients, but you're not at the level of fame that you go out on the street and you can't go to the restaurant with your wife or your husband and everybody will come to take picture and your privacy is fucked and you have to hire a security team. This is crazy. This is insane for me. So if you are, let's say if you are a level 7 out of 10, one person a month will recognize you on the street. One person a month. When you walk around, one person a month, maybe one person every 15, 20 days will know who you are and will stop you for a photo or maybe just to say hello. When you are a level 8 out of 10, once a week people will know you, maybe more than once a week. But if you walk around, they will know you, right? When you are a level 9, every day, somebody everywhere you go will know you, every day. When you're at 10, you're fucked, okay? So I think you shouldn't be more than 9. You should be 7 or 8 max, in order to keep your privacy and also not having crazy fans or stalkers or people like that. Well, in the UAE, we are lucky because there are not that many crazy people. Like in Europe, it's not that dangerous. I even see big celebrities going out alone in Dubai with no security, only with the husband or wife, which is fine, which is amazing. But when you are a level 10 out of 10, even in Dubai, can be hard to go out. Not because it's dangerous, but because you get stopped by so many fans you can't even enjoy. I don't want that type of life. I don't want to be a billionaire. No, too many problems. Unless you become a faceless billionaire, and you organize your life in a way that you are fully anonymous, which is good, okay? But it will take some time and a lot of knowledge. It's not going to become... You're not going to become a billionaire anonymous overnight. It will take years in order to disappear and everything. So for me, I just decided to be a good 7. In Italy, I think I'm an 8. In Italy, many people know me on the street. Every time I go, somebody know me. But overall, I think 7, 8 is a good spot. And has to be the same with money. How much money do you really want? How much fame do you really want? Especially money, you have to understand, okay, maybe you want to become a multi-millionaire, but how do you think your life will be impacted by that? Also think about that, the responsibility of having a large team, so many people. I see also sometimes these influencers, they're big, but their house is always full of people. You always have other influencers at home, it's like an open house, and you have a big team. Maybe you have your waiter, you have 2-3 nannies for the kids, and you have this big staff that is following you everywhere. I'm not sure if I really want that, because one of the best moments in my day is when my maid goes out, right? Because we have a part-time maid at home. She goes out and it's just me and my wife, and we are alone, and I just love that silence, at home. I just love it because I always like my privacy. I always like my private stuff, my private life. It's one of the best moments at home when it's silent. So it will depend. It will depend on your personality, on what you're looking for, but just be careful with what you wish, okay? Because the universe will grant your wishes. So be careful. You have to know exactly the lifestyle that you want. Also, back in the days, I wanted to become rich, millionaire, multi-millionaire. Then when I made my first million, and I actually realized it when I look at my bank account and I had 1,000, I had 1 million, okay, in the bank. Not in one single account, but when I counted, and it was spread into different accounts. But when I did the math, it was 1 million, a little over 1 million actually. And I say, wow, I'm a millionaire. Then my life was the same. I was still waking up, cleaning my dog shit, taking my dog out. It was the same. And I also realize by the person that I am, my personality, is that I get the moments that I'm the happiest is when I do simple things. When I walk out and I take a walk with my wife, or we go running, we share this passion for running. We go running on the beach on Sunday morning, and for me it's the best. I just go running on the beach, then we drink a coffee. I spend maybe 5 euros or 10 euros, 40 dirhams, for a good coffee. And then I'm happy with 40 dirhams. It's 10 euros. That's it. Because I run on the beach, I feel good, I feel healthy, I enjoy the sunshine, I enjoy the weather, I enjoy the sea. It's amazing. So this is what makes me happy. If you give me all the millions and billions in the world, but I can't go out and run, or when I had my knee injury after the marathon, I did my first marathon, I was injured, but I pushed it through. I completed the marathon, then I couldn't walk. I couldn't walk for 7 days, right? I was so bad. My knee was so bad. I thought I broke something, but no, it was fine. But I couldn't go out and I couldn't run. Man, you can give me all the money in the world. I was not that bad. I was not on a wheelchair. I could still walk, but a little bit bad. I was not seriously injured, but I couldn't run. And I was missing those Sunday mornings with my wife and our run on the beach. Man, you can give me all the money in the world, but no, I just want it back. So I realize I'm happy with small things, humble things that makes me so happy. right? So you have to realize what really makes you happy, the lifestyle that you want, okay? And then just go for it. Go for it. No more than that. No more than that. Just realize where is your solid, good spot. Also, it will depend on your expenses, because for me, I don't have any bad habits. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't party. I don't even like cars. So maybe if I was a billionaire, I wouldn't even buy more cars. I'm happy with my Tesla, but I wouldn't buy 10 Ferraris or Lamborghinis because I don't enjoy. What I enjoy is sports, running, weightlifting. I like sports. So my biggest investment now is in the new socks from Puma or the new pair of shoes from Nike to run. This is my biggest investment maybe now. That's it, right? So I'm a very simple guy. I like money, of course. I want to make more money, but for me it's more, I want to make more money because it's like a game. When you win a game, you get coins. For me, it's a reward. It means that I've done something good. It's like when an artist sold their masterpiece, they sold it for $1 million, and they're not happy because they made $1 million. They're happy because somebody has valued their work for $1 million. This is what makes an artist happy. When an artist gets paid a lot of money, it's not because they just want the money. No, if they were chasing just the money, they wouldn't be able to achieve that kind of success. But they're happy because somebody recognized the work they're doing, and money is the proof, right? If somebody pay you, it's the proof your work is valuable. So this is what I'm looking for right now. This is the first episode of the Millionaire Mindset in English. Sorry, I'm a bit rusty because I speak English, Spanish, Italian during my days. So I switch between languages. I'm a bit fucked up, but it will get better and better. And I think we will make it, and we will become one of the largest podcasts in English as well. Thank you for watching. Full speed ahead. And as always, all in.